On April 13, 2025, Harrisburg's quiet was shattered when a fire was deliberately set at the Pennsylvania governor's mansion, sending shockwaves through the community. Governor Josh Shapiro, his wife Lori, and their children were asleep after celebrating Passover, a time meant for peace and reflection. At 2 a.m., flames erupted, threatening their lives and the historic home that stood as a symbol of Pennsylvania's heritage. First responders raced to the scene, battling smoke and chaos to evacuate the Shapiro family, risking their own lives in the process. State troopers navigated the burning corridors, guiding the family to safety with remarkable bravery and precision. Firefighters fought the blaze with all their might, preventing a greater tragedy and saving a piece of the state's history. The attack was a direct assault on the state's highest office, not just a building, but a symbol of governance and stability. News of the arson spread quickly, raising urgent questions about the safety of public officials and the security of government buildings. As dawn broke, the charred mansion stood as a stark reminder of the night's terror, a haunting image etched into the memory of Harrisburg. The community awoke to a new reality. Political violence had struck at the heart of Pennsylvania, leaving a scar that would take time to heal. Authorities soon identified Cody Balmer, 36, as the primary suspect in the shocking incident that rattled the community. His background quickly became the focus of an intense investigation, as law enforcement sought to understand what could drive someone to such extremes. Balmer himself called 911, openly confessing to the arson. During the call, he expressed deep anger over Governor Shapiro's stance on the Palestinian conflict, making it clear that his actions were politically motivated and not random. He also admitted to bringing a hammer with him, stating that he intended to attack the governor if he encountered him that night. This chilling admission revealed the premeditated nature of his plan. The act was not only premeditated, but also fueled by a dangerous mix of political extremism and personal hatred. Balmer's radicalization had clearly reached a breaking point, turning his beliefs into violent action. By targeting the Shapiro family during Passover, a significant Jewish holiday, Balmer's actions took on a chilling symbolic weight. The timing suggested a deliberate attempt to send a hateful message, amplifying the impact of his crime. Investigators soon realized that his motives reflected a dangerous trend, political grievances escalating into real-world violence. This case became a stark reminder of how quickly rhetoric can turn into tragedy. The evidence against Balmer was overwhelming. His own words, actions, and the items he brought with him left no doubt about his intentions or the seriousness of the threat he posed. The attack was a calculated attempt to intimidate and harm, not a random outburst. It underscored the urgent need for vigilance against politically motivated violence in our society. 6 months later, Cody Balmer stood in court and pleaded guilty to all charges. He admitted to attempted murder, aggravated arson, burglary, and terrorism. The plea was a clear acknowledgement of his intent to harm and intimidate. This avoided a lengthy trial and brought closure to the Shapiro family and the public. The terrorism charge underscored the attack as an assault on democracy itself. The justice system sent a strong message: political violence will be prosecuted to the fullest extent. The plea confirmed Balmer's guilt and allowed the community to begin healing. Sentencing would soon follow, ensuring accountability for his actions. The attack left deep and lasting scars on Governor Shapiro's family, shaking the very foundation of their daily lives. What once felt safe and familiar was suddenly shadowed by fear and uncertainty, a reality that no family expects to face. In a somber press conference, Shapiro spoke candidly about the trauma his children endured, describing sleepless nights and the loss of their sense of safety. He shared how the incident forced his family to confront the harsh realities of public life. The family leaned on their faith and the support of their community to cope, drawing strength from each other in the aftermath. Yet, the experience was undeniably life-altering, leaving emotional wounds that may never fully heal. Shapiro's vulnerability in the face of tragedy revealed the profound personal cost of public service, especially in today's increasingly hostile political climate. It was a stark reminder that leaders are not immune to the dangers they work to prevent. He called for real accountability, urging lawmakers and citizens alike to take threats seriously and to stand against violence. Shapiro warned of the danger in growing numb to political violence, emphasizing that complacency only fuels further division. The governor urged a recommitment to civility and respect, reminding everyone that democracy cannot survive if leaders and their families must live in constant fear. He stressed that the health of our democracy depends on the safety of those who serve. His message was clear: violence must never become an accepted part of political discourse. The normalization of such acts threatens the very fabric of our society. Shapiro's tragedy became a catalyst for a national conversation on the dangers of extremism, inspiring communities across the country to reflect on how to protect both democracy and the families who serve it. Governor Shapiro publicly thanked the first responders who saved his family and the historic mansion. The community united in condemning the attack, recognizing it as an assault on democracy. The incident sparked urgent conversations about civility and the dangers of political violence. Shapiro's call to reject hatred and violence resonated across the nation. The attack is a sobering reminder of the fragility of peace and the need to defend civil society. By standing together, promoting respectful debate, and holding perpetrators accountable, we can prevent future tragedies. The safety of our leaders and communities depends on our collective resolve. Violence is never the answer.